Good Morning Wilmington is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Good morning, Wilmington, and welcome to the Plaza. I'm your man, Radio Shack, and I'm coming here with my special co-host this morning. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning, Wilmington. I am Shea Marriott. Welcome to the show this morning.
So, Shea, very last minute, right?
That's what we do.
This is what we do. We came on the Plaza. Ivan told me he needed me to sub in. No problem. Anytime he gives me the keys, I'm going to take it and spin the block. And I said I was going to bring somebody with me, and you were the first person that came to my mind.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Right? So please, I just actually spent time with you on last Friday.
Last Friday night, yes.
Please let the people know what we were doing.
Absolutely. So again, my name is Shea Marriott. I am the owner of Rebirth U LLC, and we actually just did Rebirth Live, which is bringing a rebirth podcast to the community and having a conversation, normalizing mental health, normalizing having conversation within our relationships. And we had an amazing time. It was here Friday night at Theater Inn. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Meeshach was our co-host.
I had a great time. I really enjoyed, the fact that you invited me to be the host. A lot of people, I don't take that for granted. When people have their platforms, if they want to bring me and have me bring that energy,
yes,
I'm super appreciative. Yeah. And we didn't just meet last Friday.
No, we did not just meet last Friday.
Right, so this actually started back in like 2017?
17, yeah.
Shout out to my man Skip.
Yes,
Black Cat Studios.
Yep, Hottest Live Radio.
Hottest Live Radio and all that, but we here. So we here now. So you introduced yourself.
Yes.
For anybody that's new, let me introduce myself.
Okay.
Right, Meeshach Stanton, AKA Radio Shack. You already see what I'm rocking right now because it is Delaware State University's homecoming this week. So shout out to all my Hornets. More specifically, let me shout out to Stay True to my DSU, my man Coach Smiley, Ivan, the whole crew over there. Shout out to y'all because you really have a movement going on and I'm happy to be a part of that. Homecoming is here.
Homecoming is here. I'm going.
You're coming down?
I'll be down there on Saturday.
Have you ever been to a Dell State homecoming?
I have not. And my son is a freshman there now. So he's like, Mom, really?
So have you ever been to a HBCU homecoming period?
I have, yes.
Okay,
Howard University.
How was that experience to you?
It was great. Well, see, that was when I was, in my performing days.
You did this. She called it performing.
I used to sing. So,
okay.
Yeah, I did their homecoming down there years ago.
So is that why you wanted to do the choir today? Did I just let it out? We have a choir in the building? Because you're a singer. I got it. So, yes, it is homecoming.
Stay in my lane.
Yeah, no, it's all right. That's all right. So it is Dell State homecoming.
It is.
A very special time for us. Shout out to my partner SWAT. Shout out to my man Trippy, City Council President. We make sure that we put together events so that our alumni can just come and experience the whole joy of homecoming.
Yeah, it's
not
be a
the
good
business side of it. And we're not worried about the weather. That doesn't stop us. You know what I mean? We're just gonna, enjoy ourselves.
Exactly.
So we do have some hot, dope
amazing
guests
today. Yes, we do.
Right?
Yes, exactly.
So you did mention first off, I mentioned that we have the choir coming in.
Yes.
So hopefully we will get some singing.
Yeah, we have the choir. We have international fashion designer that's going to be here today.
Oh yes, I can't wait. I see all the outfits in the background. I think she brought me one. Hopefully I can't. Yeah. I'm not sure if I can fit into that, but I'll stay with the sweater on, right? And then we have this coming up. I actually will know.
Are you marriage material? Wow.
Right?
That's like a Rebirth Live question.
So at first when I saw it, when I saw the picture here, I said, they got me on here? At first I said, wow, I didn't even authorize this. But then I see my man Christopher Williams. So we're going to see what we're going to do. We do have Mr. Robert J. Moore. He is in the building today. He's brought some guests. We're going to be talking all about, are you marriage material? You know what I mean? And that was perfect because we talked a lot about that.
We talked a lot about love and relationships, marriage on Rebirth Live,
And the thing that I do enjoy and that I like is that we are normalizing these conversations in our community.
It's important.
Right? So before where it was, oh, you're married, like, how'd you catch that?
Right.
Right? Now it's different.
Right.
It has shifted, right? So not only are we normalizing it, we are using different forms of entertainment to talk about it.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So I just sat with you in a Rebirth Live.
Yes.
You had different couples.
Yes.
You had a bishop and a pastor, so we got
I did.
You know,
yeah.
different perspectives.
Right.
And even this, the play.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So the play is the same way. Another way for us to provide these topics in engaging ways.
Right. And feel comfortable and feel safe. Right. We should feel safe within our relationships to be able to talk about the hard things, and that's what's important. It
is. So with you being a licensed therapist.
Yes, I am a licensed therapist.
How does this shift make you feel when you see this happening in the community?
I love it. I love it because that's really where the work begins, in the community, right? So you can have people come in for therapy, but once they leave, if they're not doing the work in the community, then, you know, it's not going to work. Yeah.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, every time I get an opportunity, a platform, I do have to remind everybody once again that I am the new brand ambassador for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Delaware.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I look forward to doing big things with that organization. Shout out to Anya, the executive director, as well as Ronique. And we do have our first event coming up Saturday, October the 28th. It's going to be Trunk or Treat.
Oh, nice.
So
okay.
we are doing a trunk or treat, and not just doing a trunk or treat. The location that we're using is the future home of our Youth Enrichment Center.
Awesome.
So right down in Dover, Delaware, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Delaware has purchased the land. We have a building, and we're going to provide a Youth Enrichment Center that the youth in Dover can come down and have a place to feel comfortable, to feel safe.
Absolutely.
Right? Where they can come in, not just do the things that you normally do. Because I think a lot of times the issue that we have as adults is we try to put the things that we feel should be done or how we feel onto our children. Or children in general. And to be honest, we really need to come and meet them where they're at.
Absolutely.
So that's why it was important for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm honored that they chose me to represent their brand. You know, I am a product of a single parent household. So shout out to my moms. I always got to shout out because if not, she listens to everything and she will come run me down. She will come get at you. I'll blame it on you, Tim. So I'm a product of a single parent household in the Bronx. It was rough. And if it wasn't for me having like a super strong mom, I don't even think I'd be sitting here right now.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's important that I was able to now, at this stage of my life, become what we call a big.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there are so many littles in the community that can benefit from some of this guidance. And
Absolutely.
it's not just necessarily finances, right? It's just the time.
It's just the time. And honestly, that's all our kids really want, is to know that somebody genuinely cares and they want to spend time with you. Yeah. Good for you. Yeah, you dope. You dope. You always been dope.
No, we're trying to. We're just moving, and it's not me. It's just that there's a lot more happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So for so many years, we were talking about there's nothing to do in Delaware. There's nothing to do in Wilmington. But that has completely shifted and changed.
It has changed.
Right?
It has changed.
Our amazing guests that we have coming on today are examples of that.
Yes. Yes.
Speaking of Wilmington, also have to acknowledge True Access Capital.
Okay.
So the annual meeting is coming up. The True Access Capital annual meeting is taking place Thursday, October the 26th, right? And they are the ones who give a lot of the dollars to the underserved small businesses, minority and women-owned businesses. So big shout out to Van. I will be the master of ceremonies at that event because, as you know, I am a proud DSU College of Business graduate. Shout out to the College of Business. I can't forget y'all. Also one of my brand partnerships. I don't know how many people follow me on Radio Shack, by the way. Radio Shack, RADIOSHACH. The reason why I say that is because I posted the pictures up in front of the plane.
Oh, yes, I saw those.
Right, so a lot of people don't realize Delaware State University, our College of Business, has its own aviation program.
Right.
So I was lucky enough to get this hot flight jacket, and they wanted me to take pictures, and I said,
That's
I
pretty
gotta
cool.
go on the strip.
Yeah, that's
right?
pretty cool. So you got in? You was on the plane?
I've been, they've taken me up. I've flown already. Yeah, definitely. Like, I've flown already. They've taken me up. It was super shaky, right? Literally and figuratively, because you feel a certain way until you get into it, right? And it's not like the roller coaster where you could be like, all right, just stop. Nah.
Yeah.
He was going up. He's like, you ready? I'm like, I'm ready. As soon as that thing started, it is not like.
Oh my goodness.
I felt like I was on Spirit. Literally.
Not Spirit.
But no, seriously, DSU Aviation is a part of the College of Business. Shout out to Dean Casson. Got to give a big shout out to Wade with the whole Black Male Initiative.
Nice.
Shout out to Kenya. I can never forget everything that you're doing, but we're just doing a lot. And we even have the Bloomberg Lab down there right now. So we are going to do the ribbon cutting. We have our own basically NASDAQ lab that we can. That's awesome. We can teach our students how to navigate that financial world, right? So when they come out of the College of Business, they're prepared.
Yes, and that's important.
And that's our job.
Yeah, that's important. That's great. Shout out DSU.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Doing
Shout
big
out to all my
things.
homies here for homecoming, man. It's happy homecoming.
Happy homecoming. And son, I will be there on Saturday, all right? So don't be acting like you don't know me.
Oh, no, he's acting like you don't know me because I do have a daughter that's in her 3rd year.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be lucky if I get the wave by. I might get this in a walk by like you see me. So yeah, so shout out to all our Hornets, all our future Hornets. But now,
let's get into it.
Business.
Time to get to business.
We are here, we are on the plaza, and we have these people that we want the world to see.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So we're gonna get ready to go to our first guest. Coming up to the stage first here in the plaza this morning at Good Morning Wilmington is, oh no, I'm tripping, I'm sorry, I told you. It's different. We were starting early. We're going to break first.
We're going to break first.
This is too big. I think we gave him too much information all at once. I think Robert Moore and the play that we're bringing up needs its own time to really marinate. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, do these commercials, and we'll be back.
We'll be back.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly. Federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
And welcome back to Good Morning Wilmington here in the plaza. I'm your host, Meeshach Stanton, and I have my special co-host,
Shea Marriott.
So Shea, so far so good?
So far so good, yeah.
All right, so I'm holding up the poster because you see what we have next.
I know.
Right, we have the hit play Are You Marriage Material?
Are You Marriage Material?
Mr. Robert J. Moore, welcome.
What's going on, everybody?
Good morning.
Man, I'm hanging in there. What's going on?
I'm good, And you're not by yourself, so first off, please introduce who you have with you today.
Yes,
I
have.
introduce myself.
Okay, all right, spicy.
That's
I was
why.
waiting for him to be.
That's why I don't like her. This is
I'm Brianna, but I go by Bree Creative. I'm an artist. I'll be playing Monica in a play.
I don't like her.
She's
Spicy?
Ooh.
Spicier?
She's one of those friends you don't like.
So you came in character this morning.
Did you come in character? Was
love
that
it.
Brie or was that Monica?
This is
her.
This is her.
This is her.
This is her.
No, she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart, but this
You
is
know
her.
what? I just don't let nobody walk over me as a
Okay.
woman. Like I don't stand for that. But I'm not like. But I can.
She can get there. She can definitely get there.
Yes, she definitely can.
My name is Mike Davis, and I play Michael, who's kind of like a representation of Rob in his
Yeah.
play.
Okay.
He does a good job too.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm glad he blessed me with the opportunity.
Okay.
Dope.
That's awesome. So can you guys tell us a little bit about the play?
You want me to talk or you want to
You
talk?
listen.
Don't do that.
Go ahead, man.
I mean, because I want to make sure that I can talk.
Listen, it's your thing, man. Go ahead.
You have permission.
Okay, all right. So, the play is starring Mike Davis and Chelsea Dent. They are some great actors, man. I put together this play and they brought it to fruition. It's Are You Marriage Material? It's a question that I know everybody asks themselves at one point in time. Are you marriage material?
Yeah.
And it really goes on, and it's my perspective. But I did a lot of research and a lot of homework. Shout out to my wife for giving me the inspiration to write a play. And pray for my wife. She just had brain surgery, y'all. So, my wife is doing very well. She's doing very well. She's doing well.
Very
so
good.
Shout out to my wife. But yeah, she gave me the inspiration. Other friends gave me the inspiration. And I took a lot of things that I saw and just put it into a stage play, man. And again, it's my perspective. But I guarantee you will love it. And it's also featuring Christopher Williams, Don't Wake Me.
Yes.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to be there.
And then that's the thing. I sent you. Yeah, I know. I sent you the link. I sent you the. I asked you, could you
I got all
come?
this other stuff going
Yeah,
on, but you
man.
got somebody to fill in, so you're good.
Yeah, I got somebody that's really. Yeah, he fills in really well. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And how did that come up? Like, how do you get?
Wow.
I mean, like, he's like a '90s legend.
Yes,
like,
that was
you know,
my
a lot
crush.
of people know. Yeah.
So it's so crazy, man. You know what I mean? When you dream about things like this, and Tyler Perry is an idol. He's the reason why I really started writing. But I've been meeting a lot of different people, and shout out to Shelley Williams, Philly Oprah from Philadelphia. She's been putting me in situations and putting me in rooms, and I was able to meet Christopher Williams, and he did a show for me at the Queen. And then I just asked him what was going on, and he liked the play, and he said that he wanted to come in and he wanted to be a part of it.
That's dope.
That's
That
awesome.
speaks volumes to your play,
Yeah,
man.
man, I appreciate that too, man.
Okay.
Because I think his play is like relatable. I mean, I'm not married, but from what I can see, stuff that goes on, or even if you're not married, like you got me as Chelsea's best friend, his wife,
Okay.
got a crush on Chelsea, for real, trying to break them up. So I'm just like the nagging friend that you just don't want.
Is she ever?
Like she's terrible.
I hate it.
Wow.
Yeah,
So this is gonna bring us some drama, huh?
It's drama. You got my ex.
Oh
know.
yeah, you got a lot going on. With
It's
this
a lot.
play.
It's a lot going
Absolutely.
on.
It's a lot going on.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about yourself? How was it for you playing this character?
It was amazing. We've done it for about a year and some change. So we was able to take it to Delaware, Baltimore, now in Philly, then
Nice.
Atlanta. But like I said, with him blessing me with the opportunity to play him, I get to watch him and be who he is. It's an amazing feeling. Then seriously though. But watching him write out his dream and make it come to fruition, and to have me to play that role is a great opportunity. And then to pull Christopher Williams, it's funny because I've seen him on stage about a year and a half ago, then actually meeting and working with him. It's an amazing feeling. Absolutely.
That's dope. So you did mention you are single, right? With the neck roll, as I asked a question.
Would you
Is
date
there
him?
anything that you think out of doing this for a year and change you've taken away in terms of marriage?
like, I definitely wouldn't be in anybody's business.
Okay.
You know, that's a no-no. I don't like nobody in my business, you know, but
I'm gonna let everybody know.
It's a good play.
She's not marriage material.
She's not marriage material.
And listen, she's never this quiet though either. She always has something to say.
Listen, lights, camera, action. Pow. And
I'm such a goofball.
Yeah, so
she is.
Yeah, anyway.
But I have to chill.
Oh, yeah, chill.
I'm sitting.
Well, look, you know what? If this is the type of energy that you guys are bringing
oh
to
my God,
the stage
behind the
and
scenes.
everything else, man, it sounds like a great show.
Definitely. I mean, it's such a vibe. Everybody get along. Like, it's no drama, you know? We can call anybody. Don't you look over here again.
That's important.
Absolutely.
When you're working together.
We definitely can.
And it makes it easier.
I'm gonna just look at this camera.
No, but we definitely became a family. Like we just like we came together and
house dinners.
Exactly.
Okay.
It was no awkwardness. You know what I'm saying? We jumped right in and everybody became so cool, just like that.
Do you think that helped with the performance?
Absolutely.
Because you were doing it outside of the show?
Definitely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I can feel an energy right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We all love each other.
This is my girl right here.
You won't even hold your hand
Look,
up.
you see him?
Yo, he really.
But I promise you guys, like, God has blessed me to be able to do something like this, and you know what I mean, to be able to write and you believe what you're writing, but then actually have the opportunity to bring actors as such as them. It's an amazing feeling, and God has blessed me to be able to do such a thing, man. So I just thank God. I saw His.
It's very important.
When did you start this journey? I didn't hear it. What got you into, you know, writing and then saying you're gonna make a play? Because that a lot of people have ideas. I sit all the time and think of stuff. But
so I had this dream. I really probably about 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago, and I always wanted to be like Tyler Perry. Literally, I really always wanted to be like Tyler Perry. So I follow Tyler Perry. I know Tyler Perry's story, and his story and my story is similar. You know, so you know, I was adopted. I lived in my car. It was something relatable, and writing allowed me to really open up to me and just to be free, to be perfectly honest, and then actually bring it to fruition. It's a dream come true.
Yeah, absolutely. Being able to tell a story is important. So what is the message that you want people to walk away with after seeing this play?
The message that I want everybody to walk away with is, whatever you want and desire, you have to always equate God. If there's no God, there's really no possibility of anything. So the play, it's all you marriage material, but it's if you're married and God is not a part of what you're doing in your dreams, and not even just marriage, it's just your dreams of anything, it's not going to be, it can temporarily be satisfying, but it's not going to be a long-lasting, and that's what I want, long-lasting satisfaction.
Right.
And because you touched on about children, you know, and I'm over here like, that's right, as far as how parents, you know, like, we're 28 or however old we are, they're 6, 7, like, what do you expect out of a child?
Right.
You got some parents hitting children for being children. How? I don't understand.
Right.
Like, it's so confusing. So it's a lot of messages you get from this play. Like, it's just very touching. Like, even my 13-year-old sister, she got it. She understood the play. It's not nothing that, you know, she had little giggles in it.
Yeah, she's
From
probably
8 to 80, everybody gets
She's
shit.
probably laughing at you.
Yo, these two, oh my God, all day long when we on set. These two, I'm telling you, it's hilarious. But it's all love though. Everybody love each other. It's all a lot of fun, you know. Yeah. We all get along.
So any age is good to come out to see this play,
listen, literally, when I'm telling you, it's very age appropriate. It's a lot. It's very age appropriate. You know what I mean? It's you can bring anybody, grandma. Yeah, 8 to 80. Literally, you can bring anybody there. Anybody.
Somebody gonna relate to somebody in there.
Or going through it themselves.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
All right, in terms of takeaways, because first off, what you said was amazing in terms of taking away from the play and what you've taken away, and that's the importance, right? What have you taken away from him personally?
Well, his drive. Like, he does so much. He has this business. He has this foundation. He's writing this play. He has so many things going on. He's actually, he is like a real inspiration. So, like I said, outside of being blessed for him to have me in his play, just sitting him, watch him work is just an amazing feeling because he just does everything. You know what I'm saying? So I know he says he was looking up to Tyler Perry and he's following his footsteps. Like you can really look up to him and follow his footsteps because he has an amazing journey from where he started to where he's at right now and where he's going. Yeah, he's a real good inspiration. That's my man right there.
Dope. I appreciate
that.
Man.
Right
shout out to Mike Davis. You guys. Shout out to Mike Davis. No, I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
You have a very natural personality, right? Because as soon as I do this, you just.
Hey, what's up?
Like, what made you get into acting? And I know you love it. So what do you want to do with it? Like, where do you see yourself going?
I just want to take it so far. I didn't even expect to be here, honestly. Like, I'm just a nurse, single mom, doing my thing, and you know, somebody came across and said, "Do you want to do the full package?" So I started rapping. Mike,
Rob.
Yeah. He found me. I started acting. It just took off. Like, I'm so excited.
Aww.
Look at that smile,
yeah. Beautiful smile.
It's so crazy to be sitting here with her, man, to be perfectly honest, because I had somebody else playing this role. And the other person, you know, for whatever reasons, wasn't able to do it anymore. And I found her through Shelly Shell, Philly Wonder Woman, and meeting her at the mall, me and my partner Parker, we met her at the mall, and it was like, he said, yeah, that's gonna be, because I had her for a different role, but Parker was the one that said, yo, nah, that's Monica. And she, when I wrote the play, when I wrote her part, when I was writing it, I hated her. Literally, and this is the reason why I hate her.
She plays the role.
She plays it to a T.
When I'm telling you, I'm not saying it just because she's here. I mean, and genuinely, everything that I wanted from this role is her. Everything that I wanted from this role is her.
Awesome. Somebody after the first play in Baltimore was like, my wife had to call me because we did 2 shows. So my wife had to call me after the show and be like, honey, it's just a play. And then I met the wife the next day, and she was like, I know why my husband said that. I don't like you, but I love you.
Please, y'all come out. You have to come out.
It's really fun.
That's the best.
Absolutely.
So speaking of coming out, please let the people know when's the next time to come out, how they can follow you, where they can see you.
It's going to October the 21st. October the 21st, we have be in Philadelphia at Suzanne Roberts Theater, October the 21st. It's going to be a red carpet event. Listen, y'all, that's my homecoming. Philly is my home. I haven't done anything in Philadelphia at all. So October the 21st, it's a red carpet. Doors open at 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock. It's going to be a red carpet. Cameras going to be out. The show starts at 8. Are you marriage material?
That's
you can
super
find me
dope.
on Instagram, Bree.creative, 2 I's in Bree, 2 I's in creative.
Okay.
And
Put 3 eyes.
And Instagram, Mike Davis singer and actor, and TikTok, Mike Davis singer and actor.
Man.
Awesome. Wow.
So thank you for coming on the plaza this morning.
Thank you.
I strongly encourage you. I'm marriage material. I've been married 23 years.
That means nothing.
It means nothing. I encourage people to go out and so that they can feel the same energy that we've experienced right here. And once again, if Chris doesn't show up for any of those, I am ready. You know what I mean?
Stay ready. You have to get
ready. We all right. Chris is good, man. Christopher Williams is he's a little bit busy, a little bit, man, but he'll be there. We don't need you. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for the opportunity.
I'm trying to let you down.
I know, right? You see that?
I appreciate the opportunity.
I got you.
Chris on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, we got him on the phone. That's what's up.
Yes? Let's bring him in if that's the case. Talk to me. Y'all let me know, man. Listen, I told you today was going to be a different day.
He's on the phone?
So I'm not quite sure what's going on. So if that's the case, let's get it rocking and rolling. I mean, see? I scared him.
You scared him?
He thought I was going to come take
his spot, right?
I don't see him yet. Where you at?
I don't know. We got that's Tim and these guys that do it. Hey, listen, don't worry about it. We're gonna get ahead because we have these other guests that's gonna come in here. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by the plaza. You mentioned that Philly was your home, and you're coming home.
Coming home, man. It's a homecoming.
Great homecoming.
But Delaware and Philly, we family.
Right.
So you're home right now with us here in the plaza. We welcome you back anytime you want, and just wish you much success.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Nice meeting
Appreciate
you.
the opportunity there. Thank you, man. Thank you so
man,
much.
definitely. So listen, man, don't go anywhere. You already see the energy that we have going on this morning. Yo, Shea, I appreciate you holding us down.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love it. I'm enjoying myself.
Man, good times, good vibes, good energy. Right here in the plaza. Good morning, Wilmington.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere, because we got some super high-end fashion coming in the building.
Indeed.
Next.
Yes.
All right, so tell a friend to tell a friend. We right here in Good Morning Wilmington.
The Delaware Mortgage Relief Program is still accepting applications. Funding is limited. Apply today. This grant program provides up to $50,000 to qualified Delaware families for eligible housing-related expenses, such as future or delinquent mortgage payments, property taxes, homeowners association fees, or water or sewage fees. Over $20 million has already been dispersed statewide. The Delaware Mortgage Relief Program. Visit online or call 888-303-4324 for more information.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future. But Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances, and now I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
You know the why for state-of-the-art fitness centers and amazing pools.
But we're so much more.
The why is where Delawareans improve their health.
Where our communities get stronger.
Where everyone belongs.
It's where we battle chronic disease.
Where cancer survivors restore their mind and body.
And weight loss goals become lifelong habits.
We are the why.
Good for you and good for the community.
And we are back. Welcome to the plaza right here in Good Morning Wilmington. Shea, talk to the people, man.
Listen, if you're ready to look at some beautiful fashion and learn about fashion, we have the beautiful Dell Scott. She's an international fashion designer that is joining us. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here this morning so early.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, well, my father's family is native to Wilmington.
Okay.
And I've been in the area since I was a teenager. I was born in the Midwest, but definitely called Delaware home.
Okay.
And I was that girl that played with Barbies, like many other girls. And, you know, the fashion plates and the paper dolls. So fashion was very much a fabric of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also born with eczema. So being born with eczema, very challenging skin condition, fashion became a way of escape for me to a place that was beautiful, you know, and my physical scars became my mental scars, so to speak. And it wasn't until I got much older that I realized that the physical ailment that I had didn't take away from the brilliance that I felt was inside of me, the gift that was inside of me. So basically, my whole mission is about empowerment, and fashion is the platform that I do that on.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome. And so, you say that you do have, you know, roots based out here in Delaware.
Yes.
But you are international.
Yeah.
You're all over the world. So you have taken, because you see a lot of little girls play with Barbies and do a lot of the same things that you spoke of, but not a lot of them are able to bring that to this type of fruition. Please talk about your journey and how you got here today.
I tell you, it has been a journey. This particular year, I was able to be in Europe, I was in Paris, I was in Dubai twice. This is my third consecutive cycle doing my own independent shows in New York.
Okay.
But I would say the journey humbly started at Delaware Fashion Week in 2015.
Look at that.
Founded Maria Beauchamp, and then there was First Date Fashion Week.
Nice.
Layla Washington, so definitely humble roots.
I know Layla, yeah.
That was definitely the beginning for me, and from there, Atlantic City Fashion Week, on to Philadelphia Fashion Week, which I definitely still present there as well, as their platform has been steadily growing. I would definitely love to do something here in Wilmington, create something here. I think that would be a treat. But for me, it's just something about a gown. My niche is formal wear.
Okay.
You know, when a woman puts on a gown or a cocktail dress, the way she walks, the way she talks, it just all changes the dynamic of her whole attitude.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
So someone that is looking to get into this field, like what advice would you give them?
You definitely have to have tenacity. You definitely have to be able to, as I call it, ride the wave. The different challenges. You are going to have moments where you want to scream, you want to cry, you want to give up. And I think you have to understand or definitely feel that, you know what, you truly have a gift, you truly have a talent that this universe needs to see. Because there's so many talented designers out there. So you have to believe that what you bring to the table is needed. Like there's many other phenomenal formal wear designers such as myself. So I think it's that drive. And especially when I create a gown and someone puts it on and they tell me how beautiful they feel, or I see pictures from clients that wear my garments, you know, at different venues, events, I think that's what it does for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
It's good.
So what we're gonna let now happen is that do it for our viewers.
Oh, I'd love to.
Right, so you brought some samples and some beautiful models here with you today?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm blessed. A few of my models who have walked the runway for me before have come and joined me today. I have 3 beautiful models. And the first one that's going to come up is Rainey.
It's beautiful.
And she is wearing a design from my most recent collection, Anthos, which debuted at New York Fashion Week just last month. And the whole inspiration for Anthos was from my travels overseas. It's a floral inspiration. There's sequins, satins, and if you think about a flower, it's very moderate in appearance until it blooms. But when it blooms, you can't help but take notice. So she is wearing a black petal bodycon strapless dress with a black satin overskirt. I call myself a creative director in a sense because I also am very hands-on with the accessories. So the earrings that you see there, and also the shoes. To definitely create a full aesthetic.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Very pretty. Thank you.
And then next up we have India. She is wearing, and you can't help but feel like a princess in this as she looks today, a pink satin tutu gown with black floral pleat with stones as well. So if you're looking to be the princess of the ball, fuchsia and purples were definitely in this season. So I definitely wanted to play up on that. I don't necessarily always follow trends. I go with my inspiration, and it just always falls in line. So I'm blessed for that. And same with the accessories for her. We paired the same type of heel and earrings.
Very pretty. Listen, I'm gonna have to get their look, how they.
Right?
Well, I'm gonna start walking into work every day in the morning like that.
I know the big joke was I began to tell them, well, you know, when you get up there, and then they looked at me like, I said, just do what you do. Let me stay in my lane.
I mean,
they making it do what it do.
Yeah. Definitely accessorize it goes together.
And then lastly, we have Shelby. And this is one of the other looks from my recent collection. She is wearing an asymmetrical one-shoulder floral sequin gown. It has some tulle underneath, and then also I always like to accentuate the form of a woman. So when you think of the form-fitting, you know, silhouettes and the slit, high slit there, showing a little bit of leg, the sensual side of being a female.
Okay. Very nice, gorgeous, yes.
Wow, that was.
How long does it usually take you to make a gown?
Well, I tell you, as you're creating one collection, you're already envisioning the next.
Okay.
You know, a friend once told me you have to literally be insane to want to be a designer because you always stay on the hamster wheel, so to speak. But you figure the shortest cycle is between September and February.
Okay.
So you're not left with a lot of time, and then from February to September again, you have more time. There's times when I've done it fairly fast, within a couple months. There's times when it takes longer. It just really depends on how I get my inspiration. Sometimes I'll get the name of the collection. Sometimes I'll envision the color palette.
Yeah.
So for me, going into the fabric store is kind of like that kid in a candy store.
That's fun, right?
Yes, it is, very much so.
And you speak of inspiration.
Yes.
Right, you speak of kids, right? And you're walking the walk. So how does it make you feel to know that you're inspiring future generations, right? Because like you said, you took your scars and you used them to give you power. And I'm sure you're passing that on to your models and the different people at work. So how does it make you feel to know that it's not just about the fashion?
It feels really good. And I think it was some years ago that I realized that it was more than just a gown or a pair of shoes, so to speak. And I've had, women, DM me, send me messages. I've had a lot of my models say, it was such a pleasure working with you. You're one of the nicest designers. Because, I think a lot of times models don't get their just due. But I understand that it takes a team to make this work. I understand that my designs don't come to life until the models put them on. It takes the hair and makeup team. It takes production. It takes everything for it to come off very successfully to carry out the mission. But for me, it was kind of laid on my heart. I used to do presentations on image, with women in my own age demographic, but it was laid on my heart, we got to go back and get them at a younger age. Because that's where a lot of these issues of self-esteem, lack of confidence starts, like with what I had. So I mentored ISAT program. I've done that between Newcastle County, Kent County, middle school, high school level. I've done other presentations and workshops on image, how image is so important, not just from an exterior point of view, but mentally, how you perceive yourself.
Absolutely.
And I'm big on doing a lot of charity. I've done Go Red for Women, the Southern region, and some other things as well.
Wow, you're doing amazing things. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Definitely. So if someone is interested in getting a gown designed by you,
I think she's hinting at
how
something.
would they?
Like all of her questions
We're waiting
seem to
for
keep
you.
going towards
I'm just asking for the people. I'm asking for the people.
For a friend.
I'm asking for the people. But how would they go about doing
They can
that?
definitely contact me via my website, dellscottcollection.com.
Okay.
I am also based out of Morgans of Delaware, which is 222 Delaware Avenue. Morgans of Delaware has been a staple in our community, so I can set up private appointments there as well. I have some of my accessories there from the Dell Scott collection, and a jewelry line that I have as well.
Nice.
So when is the next event, right? Because she definitely is trying to come get a dress, but when's the next event that you have upcoming, and what does the future hold for Dell Scott?
I'm looking to take it even further. I will definitely be overseas again come spring. So definitely back in Paris, looking at Milan, possibly. I kind of want to just tap into every market if possible. And I think with me, it's just, I believe we should all tap into every gift we have.
Absolutely.
Before we leave this earth, because there's definitely someone there that needs to benefit from what we have to bring to the table. As far as my next event, my new book, my book here, She Designed a Life She Loved. I'm going to have a book release October 29th. This month. It's going to be hosted at Morgans of Delaware, and you can register for free to attend dellscottcollection.com.
Perfect.
That is
Awesome.
perfect.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We look forward to the book. She looks forward to getting a dress. And
that's what it's all about.
And I believe that our viewers definitely benefited from having you on the show today. So thank you for stopping by the Plaza.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure.
Thank you to the beautiful models as well.
Yes. Be careful. Don't put any of those dresses down. All right? Keep them on and leave with
Let's hurry up and get them bagged up.
I'm gonna get them shoes.
And the shoes, those two. So listen, this is the energy all morning right here on Good Morning Wilmington on the Plaza. And we're just gonna finish. We saved the best for last, so please stay tuned. I'm gonna get my singing voice ready just in case you don't want to.
Me.
Right? Because we have an amazing choir director coming up next.
Yes, we do.
So go do what you need to do, take a quick break, and we'll be back in 2 minutes.
We'll be back.
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago
in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things, but what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, you know, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great, great journey doing it, met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, you know, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, you know, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at detvch.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think.
And welcome back to Good Morning Wilmington. It's me, your man, Radio Shack.
And Shea Marriott.
And we're just having a great time today on the show. The energy has been amazing.
Yeah.
We just had the models, right? So shout out to Dell Scott.
Yeah.
Right, we had Robert Moore. Are you marriage material?
Are you marriage material?
I am.
Okay.
Speaking of which, don't wake me.
Oh.
No. So see what I did right there? I just interviewed for several of my guests right there on live, right? So I interviewed for you, and I interviewed for our next guest right here. Please introduce him.
Mr. Malcolm Richardson?
Yes, good morning.
Welcome. Choir School of Delaware. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Yeah. It's a great morning, and I'm just happy to be here.
Yes.
Did I make it? No.
Did I make it?
There. I just need a little.
No, you're there. You got it.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's okay. Just tell him the truth. Malcolm, tell us a little bit about yourself and, you know, the Choir School of Delaware.
Absolutely. Well, my name is Malcolm Richardson. At the Choir School of Delaware, I serve as the Director of Educational and Artistic Programming. I grew up in Newark, New Jersey, so Wilmington is not much different, right? And I'm also an HBCU grad. I graduated from Lincoln University with my bachelor's in music vocal performance. Actually became a teacher right after that, and it was my students who encouraged me to pursue my master's in music education and now my doctorate in music education. So I should be wrapping that up in the next 2 months.
Okay, so we'll be talking about Dr. Malcolm Richardson.
Real soon, real soon.
Put respect on his name.
Absolutely.
Yo, that is hot, man. Yeah. And you know, so to carry this on, but before you did mention Lincoln.
Absolutely.
Right, so shout out to my man Ron and Thoroughthreads. You know, Delaware native, but is doing big things. He's a Lincoln alum. Please talk really quick before we talk about the school and all the great things that you're doing with your voices.
Yeah.
Talk about what your HBCU experience meant to you and how it got you to this point.
That's a great question. So,
thank you.
Coming out of Newark, New Jersey, it wasn't many examples that I could see in my direct view of educational leadership or just pursuing higher learning. So I kind of was just lost. And one day, this was when I was in high school, I think my junior or senior year, Lincoln was actually on campus at Arts High School in Newark, and I had an on-site interview. I knew that music and singing was my passion, but I just didn't know what to do with it. And Lincoln auditioned me, they interviewed me, I got an on-site admittance into the school, and once I got to Lincoln, it was a whole new world for me because I grew up in the city, and Lincoln University is kind of like in the cornfields and you know where the farms are, so it was like a city within its own city. So it was new territory for me. but the music was absolutely amazing. Being able to sing with other Black and brown individuals who had similar stories or different, but shared that same love for music, and that's kind of how I ended up in the music education world. So yeah,
that's awesome. I've noticed there's been a theme today with our guests. Everybody's like creators and in the the industry of arts and entertainment, which is amazing. So when we're talking about the Choir School of Delaware, like, can you give a little bit more information about the Choir School of Delaware and like who you serve and how people can actually become involved in some of the events that we have coming up?
Absolutely. So the Choir School of Delaware has a rich history of just spreading joy and love through choral music. And we've been around for the past 142 years doing just that in the city of Wilmington and around the state of Delaware, and even on a national level too. So the choral music is very diverse. We sing musical theater, gospel, we sing Negro spirituals. We try to incorporate music of other cultures, both Western and any type of idiomatic music that you can think of that just supports all cultures and not just one facet of music. And our after school program, we also serve students during after school time. So when they leave their prospective traditional school day, they come to the Choir School of Delaware's campus, they receive academic support, they receive mentoring from people all over the community, and even as it relates to not just academics, but their love for art and music, they receive direct coaching from myself and our staff and industry professionals who help support their interest in being singers within their career or even music as a field of study. And it directly impacts what we do as a choir too, because we serve students from ages 7 to 17, but we also serve adults from ages 18 to 77 plus who act as our singing mentors and just that additional support to help our students have a more holistic life experience, getting some support from students their age, but also people who just graduated from high school, students matriculating into college, and adults who live that whole experience times 10. So it's just a beautiful place just to lay foundation, but also have the students grow up to be holistic individuals.
Okay. So let's talk specifically about that 7 to 17-year-old student, right? Because I mentioned earlier with my position with Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Delaware, one of my goals is to meet them where they're at.
Absolutely.
Right? Not to try to bring them up where I'm at.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, and I'm a father of 3, how do you get the 7 to 17-year-old interested, besides the ones that are just naturally maybe grew up in that environment and always want to sing in a choir, how do you get a 7 to 17-year-old interested or engaged in the choir and everything that you're doing when you have the music industry that we have now, right? The one that is pulling them towards them. How do you pull them back in the right direction?
Right, and I think it starts with exactly what you said, what their interests are. It's not about us cramming it in their heads what we want them to do, but seeking out and trying to understand what exactly they want to do. So if music industry, what we see on TV through the media every day is what their end goal is, trying to coach them on what is the best pathway to get there successfully and sustain that position and not just, end up there because, I want to be a rapper, but what does that mean to be a rapper? To be a rapper, you also need to be a writer. You have to be a reader. You know how to do research and understand how words play together. But to be a singer is not just about singing, but understanding what is the message you're trying to evoke when you are performing a solo piece or a duet or a group number in a choir, but just being well-rounded and well-versed with understanding what is the purpose of, one, why you want to do this, but why it's important to do it, because music is not just something, it's something that we use to inspire people who hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. Music is very therapeutic as well. Upcoming events you have going on, and how people can, be a part of these events.
Absolutely. So we have our first concert of the season. It's called Life is a Cabaret, and it's just that, it's a cabaret. So our students will be singing some choral music, but also performing some show tunes as soloists. So we have about 15 students performing solo repertoire of their choice, but it's all show music, and they get a live audience, and they've been working on this music for months now, and it's to the point where I'm like, y'all need to rest. But they love it so much that they can't just stop doing it. But that concert is this Saturday, October 21st at 7:30 p.m. Our main campus is at 2013 North Market Street, but our roots are from the village of St. John Cathedral, which is adjacent to that on North Tatnall Street, right at the corner of North Tatnall and Concord Avenue. And the concert will be there at 2020 North Tatnall Street here in Wilmington.
Awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we definitely thank you for stopping by and spending time with us this morning. I am from the era of Rap City and Sway's Universe, and when we get artists up here, you mentioned rap, we ask them to do something.
Oh, absolutely.
So with that being said, please give the people a little sample
of
what they can see from the choir director.
Absolutely. So this song that is on my mind right now is called Stand By Me. A lot of you may be familiar with it. In the text, they just really talk about when trouble comes your way, like just stand in your truth, stand with someone who will be there with you to protect you and stand with you in solidarity. But I wish my kids was here to sing along with me, but I know they're in school doing
We're
their
standing
thing.
by you. We're
Right,
here.
but I got y'all here
to
stand by me. In this part of the verse, it says, if the sky that we look upon should crumble and fall, or the mountains should tremble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me.
Wow, that was
so much.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Perfect way to end this show. Thank you for spending your time with us this morning, Shea. Anything you want to say before we get out of
Thank
here?
you guys. Make sure you follow me, rebirth_radio. Thank you for having me. Most
Thank
important,
you for
yes,
holding it down.
and thank you to all of our guests.
You already know it's Radio Shack, RADIOSHACH on all social media platforms. We just appreciate the energy. Until next time we see you, please be safe. One love.